3 free agents Los Angeles should sign in 2021 offseason. If the Los Angeles Lakers want to return to the NBA Finals in 2022, they should consider signing these 3 free agents this summer. The Los Angeles Lakers did not accomplish their 2020-2021 season goal of winning the NBA championship for the second consecutive year, as they fell to the Phoenix Suns in 6 games during their first-round matchup. While the Suns proved to be a tough competitor, the Lakers' supporting cast did not perform well when LeBron James was off the court, especially once Anthony Davis was sidelined due to a groin strain. Once the NBA Finals conclude, the Lakers will have 11 players hitting free agency. Between LeBron, AD, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Marc Gasol, the Lakers already have $105.3 million on the books, and that's without even accounting for Montrezl Harrell's $9.7 million player option or Talen Horton-Tucker's restricted free agency. If the Lakers want to add talent to a championship core, they'll need outside free agents to be willing to take a discount, or they'll need to trade KCP and/or Kuzma. Even so, there are still a few potential options for them to add this offseason. Here are 3 potential free agency targets for the Lakers this summer. J.J. Redick. If the Lakers' first-round showing proved anything, it's that they need to add more capable shooters. In Los Angeles' 6 games against the Suns, the Lakers only shot 41.4% from the field, which was the 3rd worst among all playoff teams, ranking just ahead of the New York Knicks 39.8% and the Miami Heat 39.5% per NBA.com. Even worse, they only shot 29.9% from three-point range, which ranked 15th among all 16 playoff teams. This wasn't an aberration either. LA shot 35.4% from long range during the regular season, which ranked 21st. With this statistic, the Lakers need to find a solution to this issue. Luckily for them, J.J. Redick is scheduled to become a free agent. Throughout his 15-year NBA career, Redick has owned a three-point percentage of over 41.5%. This past season, the guard shot 37.1% from deep total in his stints with both the New Orleans Pelicans and Dallas Mavericks. Redick did, unfortunately, miss Dallas' first-round series against the LA Clippers due to a right heel injury. When healthy, Redick is one of the best shooters in the game. The Lakers should consider making him an offer this summer, especially if the soon-to-be 37-year-old wants to compete for a title before his time in the league is done. The Lakers did need some guard depth this offseason, as evidenced by whom they were targeting at the NBA trade deadline. We'll get to that later. Los Angeles can stand to add some veteran experience at the guard position this offseason, and perhaps one of the best options is Derrick Rose. The 2011 NBA MVP is coming off a tremendous showing after he was traded from the Detroit Pistons to the New York Knicks. Reuniting with his former Chicago Bulls head coach Tom Thibodeau did wonders for Rose, who emerged as legitimate 6th Man of the Year threat off the bench. Once the Knicks made it to the playoffs, Rose was their best scorer while the rest of his teammates struggled. In New York's 5 playoff games against the Atlanta Hawks, Rose averaged 19.4 points, 5.0 assists and 4.0 rebounds per game while shooting 47.6% from the field and 47.1% from three-point range. The Lakers could stand to add a solid presence off the bench, especially in the playoffs. The Knicks were done in after placing Rose in the starting lineup, as their backup depth was rather weak. While Rose has stated he would like to return to the Knicks, he does not know if he is in their plans. If that turns out to be the case, and the Lakers can shed enough cap space to give him a competitive deal, they should definitely be calling to ask if he wants to join an NBA title contender. Kyle Lowry. Of course, we have to include the player that the Lakers